Anyway, we are back in Transport Fever 2. And we're going to continue on with our little game, and we're going to continue growing our empire. While I sip a drink. And while this is loading, actually thinking, I probably should hit up some 2 Point Hospital. Looks like they've released yet another DLC. I have barely touched that game in ages. I haven't even started. I think the first or second DLC, I bought it, and I think I played one map, and that was about it. It'd be good to get back to that again, but it is kind of a repetitive game at times. But it's still pretty cool nonetheless. Got a bit more depth than, I say a bit, it's got a lot more depth than Theme Hospital. Theme Hospital was actually surprisingly flat. Not a lot going on in that game. But yeah, I get to stay home tomorrow because of stuff going on and get some VODs done. Get those uploaded. There's some Timberborn on the way as well. They should go up hopefully tonight. I'll sort those out after this. Probably end up going to bed at midnight again, like I did last night, because I had to finish off the upload, do the thumbnails and all that, a few other things. For the Factorio. I think the Factorio is actually up to date now. I need to check the directory. I keep putting stuff in the wrong directory, so I keep losing VODs. There's actually Phasmophobia stuff as well. That's where all my hard drive space is going. And some Among Us stuff, but I haven't done anything with it yet. I don't know what to do with those. It's probably kind of missed the mark a little bit. I should have been on YouTube already. Oh well. Starting to think that maybe getting lately I've been thinking that reinstalling Windows might be a good idea, and for this computer, because the install is, I think, 5 years old now. I think I installed this in 2016, about 2016, maybe 2017. When did I get this PC? It might have been 2017 or 2018. It's actually an easy way to find out. I'll tab out of that. I can see when the Windows directory was created. Or it's going to be like that. Come on, you used to be cool. 2019. Ah, it's actually newer than I thought it was. Why are you black screen? There you're black screen. Why is my preview so delayed? Did I drop frames? No. Preview delayed. Bad preview. Anyway, we're back. Our trains are moving our log sandwiches. You don't have any lumber on board, so alright. You have lumber on board, and you are also fully stonked. What that means. Vehicles. Let's duplicate them. Let's go all out and have 3, 2, 3, and duplicate. We'll see how that goes. If they start queuing up eventually, then we'll pull it back a little bit. Whee! Like paddle steamer. Is that even really accurate for European stuff? Or American, isn't it? I'm not gonna lie though, ships are not my strong point. Don't know a hell of a lot about them. What was I looking for? I'm actually kind of curious now. What did the description say? Switzerland for the passenger. Wilhelm, that sounds German. Württemberg is considered the official first steamship of Lake Constance. Bavaria, I think. Did they have paddle steamers? Yeah, I don't know a lot about the early ships. I mean, it makes sense that they would. First successful oil tanker. A bit early for oil, isn't it? 1850s. It's a little bit on the early side. Okay. Who's very bad? Okay, replace with that herpaderp. Replace with that herpaderp. Good, mediocre. Mediocre, it's fine. Good. Bad. Can't have very bad, passenger vehicles. Just re-herpaderp the whole lot. Mediocre's fine. How did they get so... How did the tool buses get so bad so quick? Wood sandwiches... You also got very bad very quick. That thing's almost fully backed. That's generally not ideal. Let's see now. I needed to send up to there, didn't I? Let's see. Where can we send these things to? You? All up there-ish. Oh, that's right. We started looking at this, and that was a worthy contender. Because we could extend the line all the way up to Shipston, and then we could add some goods trains to it and like bring some down to there. This one could also be a bit of a hub as well, because we could have a branch line come off down to here, or at the very least could join up to here and then go back out this way. Yeah, up to like that. There's no town over there, no. Yeah, this one can come up to here, and we can have a little branch line that shimmies over down. Yeah, I like that idea. Yeah, this can be like a central hub station. Alright, let's get some construction on. You have a plan. Hey, Slazer, good morning. Now that you're in mourning. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. How are we gonna do this? Even after a month, it's wrong typing the wrong way up. It's terrible, isn't it? Just getting just permanently on you, standing on your head. It's not great, is it? Well, this is probably gonna be a both ways jam. I'll add some platforms so that it can swing down to there. Like so. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And then we'll add some goods, I think. That is cargo, yes. I might do just the one for now. Yeah, like that. And I'll just have a bypass track if it needs it. Do I really want to cross the river? Yeah. Sure, why not? I mean, it's on easy mode. It's not exactly difficult. I take on board such a transport tycoon attitude. I was talking about it as I was saying yesterday. The transport tycoon attitude, where you just plow through everything eventually. Right, let's give it some decoration. Can't have our poor passengers. Sitting in the rain, can we now? Go. Does he stick that? No, we can't. We need a cargo building. Or at least, as I understand it, you need a cargo building. You're gonna be like that. You used to be cool. Come on, game. Don't be like that. Right, fine. Make me put the crappy little one in. huge buildings. These little things here, ancillaries. It's too bad they can't do much about pre-configuring it, then building it. Like you assemble it and then you place down the whole thing. That'd be nice. Okay. So we hit Malvern. Malvern. Now we're gonna hit it around Wonder. Probably this side. Already got a little bit of roadage. Yeah, straighten it. Something like that. Unfortunately, I'm going to be hosing some buildings, but it really doesn't matter at this point. Money's becoming irrelevant very quick. Passenger station. We don't want to do that. Ideally. Can I just back out of that to stop it doing that? Hopefully I can. Did I have jeeps here? No. Was he jeeps? Have to put some trams down. As always, add the extra bypass tracks. Platforms, passenger, 3, 4. Add a lid. Because it is a can, and being a can, it needs a lid. That makes literally no sense at all. But bear with me. Bear with me. Don't worry, I could have said koala bear with me. I could get a whole lot worse if I really put my mind to it. 2, 3, throw. I just pause that for literally no reason. I'm just waiting for the pun emote here. We need to build a line. I should really also, as well as... Oh, that's why. Oh, yes, you're right. There we go. Probably had a moment of angry... Yeah, it's had a moment of angry CPUage, and it didn't take. Right. By vehicles. 2, 3... Let's throw 4 down. Let's splash some cash. Line 2. Away with ye. We are Pax. Where the hell were we? Malvern. Cool. Alright, let's run the railway line. Some drainage trackage. Let's see what happens if I try and plug it in direct. Apart from the computer getting incredibly angry. Pretty tight against that, but I think it might make it. I might manage it. I am... Oh no, I'm in the right hole. I'll probably find that I actually wasn't in the right hole. No, it was. Fine. Everything's fine. Yo. Actually pretty cheap. How does it look in the end? Yeah, that's suitable. Yeah, it looks alright. It didn't do terribly. Nick, how you doing? It's too awesome throwing down that. Stay in forever, eh? Gotta do what the Robo Man says. How you doing? Whee! Just throw that down. Right, that's our next thingy. Having said that, I'm going to need a bit of a turnaround there for now. Oops, wrong button. New Vulkan update? Yeah. That updated for me yesterday. It doesn't, as far as I can tell, it hasn't affected anything hasn't like really changed anything for me. My poor 1070 is still on the struggle bus. Still very much struggling. You? Graphics, I think it's on low. Oh, it is actually on Vulkan. It may, you know what, it's probably, yeah, medium. But anti-aliasing is off, as you can probably see by the jaggies. I hadn't actually really looked at these settings. Let's hit him again. The lights stop the trains? Yes, they do. So the signals keep the trains spaced apart. And so that they can run in between these sort of blocks. If you don't know much about train signaling, the idea is it's each section between a signal is called a block, and only one train is allowed between a block. There's a whole lot of underlying concept behind it. I'm kind of avoiding going on about. Yeah, this game, if you've ever seen a game like OpenTTD is a weird example because it relies on path signals now. Factorio is another one with pretty straight dumb signals. Difference between the signals, one with the white light as opposed to the three. Yeah, so eventually this will, I'm sort of pre-built it. I mean, it's starting to get, the line's starting to get busy, but I'm expecting goods trains to appear on it as well, eventually. That's why I've done these 4-track train stops. I've added some bypass lanes in the middle. But also adds room for express trains so they can zoom through as these stop. Like Railway, yeah, just like Railway Empire actually. Yeah, that's good. That's a good one. Sid Meier's Locomotion is kinda, but then that game's a bit weird. The signals kinda sorta don't behave the way you'd think. Ellie Brown throwing down the value. How much does the time and tech advance? So you can actually change that. So normally it's on 1x. So you can see how the, oh, sorry, my face is in the way. You can see down here, if you click on this, you get this game speed. And what I actually have it on is 1/4. So the time is advancing at 1/4 real time. I have this on maximum speed at the minute. And as you can see, and you can actually take it all the way down to port, so you can actually freeze time, which is a really interesting concept. I could probably bring it down to 1/2 just to get some tech moving. But yeah, you can see the dates advancing. If I bring it up to 1x, you can see it just flying along. I find 1/2 to 1/4 generally for early game is really good, because that way you're not chasing inflation too much. I had that mistake. In the first game I played. I had it on 1x, and I was chasing inflation. And what I mean by chasing inflation is that as time goes on, things like your loan interest rate, increases over time. So all of your expenses get scaled. It's kind of like inflation, and it is a convergent factor in all games. Hey, Superchip, how you doing? Thank you very much for that.
Hey.
Thank you very much for that 5-month. Really appreciate it. Show some love and hype and exclamation mark honky chat for Superchip throwing down that 5-month. Really appreciate that. How you doing? How you been? So use some better. Yeah, I need to get the time advanced. Going back to what I was saying, yeah. So this is in all all of these games, this inflation factor. Although in OpenTDD you can actually turn it off, which is really nice. I think you have to turn it off when you start the game, though. You can't turn it off mid-game. Yeah, if you're on 1x, you're racing against the loan interest rate because it's constantly increasing. And what happens is, with all these games, is eventually it reaches a point where the inflation increases faster than your rate of income, and so you just start losing money, and you can never keep your head above water with that with the expenses because things just scale up so far. If that makes sense. If my half asleep rambling nonsense makes any sense. Alright, let's add station. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully it made some semblance of sense. That's not what I wanted. There. Laban to Melvin, back to Laban. So why are you... Oh, I see why. You need to go... I'm going to pause... Oh, there. I'm going to pause it for a tickle. Oh, just in time. Can I demolish that track? I can make the train very sad right now. Let's bring the track forward. There it is. The train's happy again. Out, in. Perfect. So inflation works. Let's not discuss real life. How's the game going? The game! Hey, Samuel, the game's going pretty good so far. We're making some money. I actually I was debating whether to start on medium or easy, and I ended up clicking easy just because I hadn't played the game in a while. I'm kind of regretting it now. It's kind of a little bit too easy. You still having a bad time? Why is that? No, you should want to use backwards. Fine. Guarantee one of these is backwards somewhere. As you progress, yeah, so as you progress, you'll get new trains, more modern trains. I say that just looking at trains, but you do get all modern vehicles. So you eventually get diesel and electric vehicles. Instead of horse-drawn trams, I'll eventually get... Debugging these kinds of issues are... oh, I see. I see now. See? It's can be confusing, but it's always something obvious in the end. I put the track on the wrong spot. I need to get rid of that. Yeah, there we go. See, now it can switch. Now the train can reverse back out. In fact, what I might do... Should be a snap point somewhere around here. Or not. Yeah, even. How about that? And just for completeness' sake? Nope. Did I go to the right hole? Why? Oh. I do that. Might need to... happy... It's on Steam. It's on sale on Steam at the minute. You like Railway Empire? This is I actually prefer this over Railway Empire. I was a bit underwhelmed with Railway Empire overall. It was very much it was kind of a puzzle game, Railway Empire, rather than an actual transport builder. I have a feeling rotating you will make you happy. Yeah, it did. And away it goes. Where are you? Same deal. This train probably just needs a bit of... Sometimes just flipping gets them, sorts them out again. I didn't actually see or look. So park that there for a tickle. Look, store page. What's it worth? 40% off, apparently. That's not bad. So 38 instead of 64 for me. Whatever that may be for you in local currency. What the hell size map was this? Could I see in the thingy? No. It wasn't the biggest. It was the size down from the biggest, and it's also a 2-to-1, so it's a rectangle. Yeah, I believe it was the size below the biggest. Oh. Apparently those are still having a bad time. Oh. Ah. We have a bit of a boat jam here. Large 1x2. Alright. I need to do a little bit of a reconfig on this thing very quickly. That's terribly convenient. Okay, can I demolish yet? No. Alright, I'm just gonna slap like these if I can get it to snap where I want it. That would be a miracle. There it is there, and so I might as well just for consistency there. Alright. Where was it there? So putting the pier down isn't enough. I want this thing. I was confused there for a minute. That still doesn't help me. Alright, can you? No, you can't. Can you please get out of the way? Please? Please and thank you. Please? Pretty please? Pretty please? Fine. Either way. Used to be cool, not anymore. Landing. That way the ships can actually land. You know what? I think the game just auto-kajiggered thingy. Like that just rocked up there. I think. I mean, it just docked there. It's going to be like that is now, isn't it? Okay. Alright, you manage line. Medley Port, you can go to number 1. 1. There we go. So now we won't have as much of a boat jam. Look at them all swarm in. They're keen for it. They're hungry. They know there's more. They know there's another landing available now. I hadn't actually considered that well, I did actually kind of consider it, and I was like, you know what, I'll be lazy and I won't do it now. But I should have done it originally. 75. Well, okay. Okay. I think it's definitely time for another one. And definitely time... is there a really lazy way I can place these? Can that store it? Nope. Is there a button? There's got to be a button that that lets me just do the thing without the thing. How? 2, 4, 6, 7. Capacity. This is what happens. This is what I get for not playing the game nearly as much as I probably should. 54. Okay. What the hell am I looking for? This thing. 42. Okay, 54. There we go. Using replace like that. But I can't click replace though. I mean, I could also just clone it and then sell it. That works too. I mean, I could always just do the same again. That's kind of dumb. But it works. Stupid, but it works. Oh dear. It's tempting to set up an express run too. How are our passenger networks doing? Actually, let's see. Let's do a line survey. Let's see who's underperforming. Labren's underperforming. Not anymore. Olven, it's new, so I'm not surprised. Laban, it's probably got too many on it, if anything. Let's have a... Yeah, it's probably a little bit overdone. Replace the entire thing or edit to add more carriages. I thought you'd be able to just push replace, but it didn't seem to want to take. Yeah, Malvin's going to take a bit to get it up to scratch. Yeah, these boats are moving now. Hey, it's not backed up anymore. I mean, it's pretty damn close to fully backed up, but it's... I like how the logs are super short and then they turn into super long. Boop. Now it's basically fully stonked. It's also interesting they chop up the logs to load it onto the ship jeep. Tell you what, now that the boat's not quite as log jammed, I might actually be able to modify it and fix it. Oh, getting right up close there. Yeah, there's another example of the signal is doing. So this signal is stopping this train from ramming into that train, which would result in a very bad time for both this train and this train. But yeah, that's about overloaded. Fully totally overloaded. Sure, it's a bad time. Generally, a train running into another train results in a bad time. Most of the time, when one thing runs into another thing, it results in a bad time. If I understand the news correctly, a certain golfer ran into a median barrier. One thing ran into another, and it's actually really unfortunate. But again, bad time. I don't know the full details of it. Deets. Kind of flog hipster talk. Yeah, I only heard something about it. Apparently flipped like 6 times or something. It's nuts. Train, yeah, so the vehicles degrade over time. In all honesty, it's kind of annoying. So, a lot of them are sitting on mediocre. Oh, there's some more bads now. The condition affects the, where is it? The pollution statistic and the emission statistics. Pollution? And it actually hurts the town's... So in a town, it hurts the town's growth to have bad quality vehicles. In fact, what are the condition of the... Mediocre. Let's go find... What am I after? So, what's bad? So, Shipton. Go over there. Whoop. That's not quite the right button. Oh, I want escape. Shipton. Got there in the end. So yeah, so media minus 20%. So, ooh, hiccups. It's actually working against the target population of the town. But if I open up this, map vehicles, do this, replace them all with that, like that. This should go increase in theory. In theory. Or not? I thought it did. That was my understanding of it. I mean, I don't pay terribly close attention to it, but that's my understanding of it. Also, yeah, I'm still on half speed. That's interesting. You know what, you can't see it, but I'm turning the date speed up. Actually, hang on. There you can see it. You can see me pushing these buttons down here too to bring up like the line manager there. It's probably kind of important, isn't it? I don't know how I ends up down in the very corner. Spanner trucks. That's probably a good idea to fix them. Oh, and so there you go. It was minus 30% before, wasn't it? It's now minus 10. But yeah, that's a lot of bad. Yeah, the spanner trucks not doing too good, are they? Ooh, a Borsig and a Bavarian passenger thing. Yeah, so now it's looking better. The repair thing's instant. There's a quote right there. Instant. The change is instant. These are probably not helping too. That's not what I want. You. Vehicles. So what did the Borsig do? Just more power, really. 84, okay. I think that's 160, yeah. There we go, shiny new train. I mean, either way, the target population has gone up a little bit. Kind of ignore the emissions thing because it only takes 30% off the growth, whereas the supplying gives... True, I should just ignore it. I mean, it's a stat that I have to consider because I can't help it, but it's really not an important stat. We're building up a whole library of words here. So instant and important. We shall call it the many words of Mojo. These are very prose and proper words. Some would say that I'm probably lying. I question them. I doubt them. Anyway, let's maybe give these some more attention. Number 2 looks so much different. Hey, Bones Can. How you doing? How you been? Just to say straight out, you're like, thanks for all the support there. Really appreciate it. I actually never played one, so I don't really know what the difference is. Borsig, Berlin. Oops. We don't want those on the back. Want to get rid of all that ancient garbage. We want to add a Borsig and a Bavarian, which can go much faster at 50 instead of 45. Or 40 actually. Does it go bad? Whoops. Bad game. Bad game is bad. I not do things. There we go. That didn't affect anything. You like to micromanage things? Would you recommend this game? Yeah. There is some reasonably deep elements. I think overall it's like there is some things good for micromanaging. 64, 72, 80, 96. Ah, it goes down to poor there. I want to keep it at least at mediocre. Some more vehicles out of it. Alright. I actually remembered too. Ooh, that's a bit loud. Another game to keep your eyes out for is a game called Voxel Tycoon. It was supposed to come out I think late last year, but it didn't come out in the end. But it's a very cutesy game compared to say this. It's more isometric based, and it follows. If you're familiar with Transport Tycoon / OpenTTD, it's very much in that same sort of vein. But yeah, it's a bit more cartoonish than something like this. Whee. I think it's time to add an express platform. We'll get some express trains going. I do play Voxel Tycoon occasionally, on occasion. It's not bad. One thing that bothers me is that with this game though, it is a very big issue, is that the game doesn't really handle signals on the proper side. It only has them on the false side. And I take exception to that. That's going to make the thing angry, so I'll pause. That's not spaced right. So you have to try and fight it to put the signals where they should be. Yeah, see? I knew something was screwy was going on. Let's just pull that back to about there. What are you, 70? Sure. Just come hurtling into the station at 79 kilometers an hour. That's perfectly acceptable. Right, let's fix this up. Try and find out where it's going. Stupid. That's fine. For the most part, the depot connections is pretty unnecessary. Too much curvature. That is actually a lot of curvature. Four points are sitting on the road. It's fine. Fine. Alright, let's squignal up the place. Yes, I call them squignals. For no other reason than just to annoy people. Perfect. And the thing's not angry anymore, which is a plus. Generally considered to be a positive. We'll call that the... Should actually name this line. Should call it the Ashton... Yeah, I guess. Something like that. We'll throw a new line down from there to there. It's going to be sad, is it? Don't know why. On account of the fact that there's not really any way for it to reverse. Wildly inconvenient for the trains. There we go. And there. Let's happy now. New vehicles, Borsig. And until it says poor. There it goes. Back one. You. We'll call this Ashton Express. Away you go. Are you gonna secrete yourself? Oh. Like a true express. It comes out and cuts off another train. Who said you could? Look at that. A troublemaker. Jerks. Even in the 1860s, you still get people that just don't give way. Don't make me cut off your road access again. I don't. We can play the bridge game again. We've already been through it once already. You see those signals here have sort of separated the trains out. If I actually look at this, because they're on the wrong side, it should actually like go down or up. Ready for the train to go through. Yeah, there it goes. And then goes down again to say that it's blocked. It'd be easier to understand with colour signals. Now this thing being an express is going to shoot through the middle. Just like I planned. It's amazing. I planned it. Settle down, game. Too bad. Cool. And there's a few people waiting there, which is beneficial for these buses. Alright, how are our lines doing? The Ashton Express is yet to prove itself, naturally. Yeah, and look at that. Now that we unlog jammed this thing. You? Yes, you are. We unlog jammed it. The boats are all waiting. Alright, hopefully, be able to modify this finally. Cool. Get rid of that and that. Cargo. Cargo. There. Right on top of that poor boat, and then one. Light navigable water. You're gonna be like that now, are you? Well, whoops, that's the wrong demolish. This demolish. We have ways around this, and it's not by pedestrian entrances. It's by grabbing a small dock, cramming it there, then a large dock, and gluing that on there. Large landing and large landing, just like that. Right, one, and two. Go to one. Perfect. Excellent. Now that's tidied up. Not that it really made any difference in anything. If anything, I could have done one Kajika out and then doglegged it so that both boats pull up either side. If that makes sense. How are these going? We're pulling as much as we can from them. That means it can probably go then. Same with you. Don't want too many sitting there not doing anything. Like in City Builder, do you have to manage the population? Jobs workers? Not directly. Hey, Darthy's here. So towns sort of operate autonomously, and how well they grow depends on how well I supply them. So this town is growing because it's getting all of the spanners at once. And as much of the destinations are covered as... what am I doing? I'm doing 30% by public transit and then privates making up the rest. So if I get people going to Maddenley there, then that would benefit the town. How am I tonight? I'm, well, as always, sleepy, but doing alright. So yeah, so this place is growing. If I supply it with fuel and boxes from the box factory, that would help it out even more. It would actually help out all of these towns. To really grow these towns, you need to supply the things that they demand. So to get this town to really grow, I need to, as well as giving it some bread, I need to give it some bricks. I think every possible passenger avenue is actually covered right now. Yeah, fire and cardboard boxes. What difficulty? I'm only playing on easy, which I was saying before. I kind of regret doing that now. It's a little bit too easy. I should probably start moving these maybe by train because those things are kind of crap. Can we? Wow, I didn't actually realize you could pump it up to 4x. I kind of want some faster vehicles. I want to get rid of the horse and carts. That's a lot of people waiting there. Maybe just 2x, just to get me let me build some more infrastructure. Give me time to build more before, and that way I don't fall behind on the teching up. All right. Shall I park it? Probably the far side. The far side seems like a worthier place as any. Streets. So, Zoinks. What I want to do is have a, not a terminus. Rotate you. And then pop it about there. Continue extending this railway line. I might even graciously invest in some road there. Just for this town. It's kind of interesting. This game very much, at least early on, forces you to build stations on the outskirts of town, and then you need to, makes you put the infrastructure in to distribute within the town. Alright, let's bring the tracks round to there. Just have a straight crossing there, that's perfectly reasonable. I'm gonna have to deal with that as such. No. There it is. There. That's a little bit ridiculous. Kind of impressive that it still goes through the tunnel though. Yeah, because I hadn't played it in a little while, I thought I'd just take it a bit easy with easy. I forgot how easy is. CPU. Let's get these out. If need be, I can dip them down a little bit. I'm also grabbing the wrong thingy. It's a technical term, grabbing the wrong thingy. Just bear with me. Just let me know if I'm overloading you with technical terms. There we go. I mean, it would make sense to build up this thing properly. There we go. Now we can get out of that first. And we can build the track. Right about here. Right, that's not in the way anymore. Up. And I think that'll collision. What with? Colliding with, oh, that road. Please, town, please. Get rid of that. Surprised they're not complaining. They probably are complaining. Does it go anywhere? No. So they're not complaining, that's why. Thank you for answering questions. Down the game now. Nice. I hope you enjoy it. This one, I resisted this game for the longest time because I didn't think I'd like it, and yeah, I actually really do enjoy it. I've got like 40 hours on this game now. I mean, it's not one that I play all the time, but it's certainly good fun. I mean, as I say, 40 hours, it's had a good start, and I think I'm gonna hit it up even more now in the coming months or so. So I have a few ideas for playthroughs that I want to do. Raise it up one. In the first game, there is an achievement to have a train line that rises higher than 450 meters. Oh dear. Bam. And bam. Alright, you dip down it. Oh. Balls. Have I tried Satisfaction? I have actually. I do need to give it another go, but certainly early on it was a bit of a grind fest. It wasn't as enjoyable as Factorio. Speaking of Factorio, it would be nice to hit up the base again soon. That's oops. Yes, of course there's too much curvature. Angry CPU is angry. Once again. Right, this time I'm going to press the button to... What are you colliding with now? Or self, probably. I think I know what it is. Sometimes the game gets a little confused when you draw long tracks like that. I probably shouldn't have tried to do the whole thing in one go. I think it was trying to push one track over the other around here somewhere. It sort of loses track of where it wants to put the double track. Okay, we managed to do this with fewer incidents. Crisis. How you doing? How you been? Good evening. Probably going to be playing this knifey spoony game quite a bit. I suspect. Oh, whoop, that's up one, down two. Probably the one thing that's missing from this game is grade indicators. So I can see how big of a slope something is. There we go. Now you're talking. I wonder... I wonder, but I don't wonder that much. To try and bring the embankment closer. The Tracky Lay game, yes. Oh, you mean playing Bioshock 2? Shio Bok 2. Got it. I nearly said it wrong, but I got it right in the end. I think actually that's another game that I have, but I never actually really played. Bioshock 2, 6 minutes, yes. It's just funny you mention that, because that's one of those games that lives in that purgatory land of games. I don't know why, I just didn't really enjoy it. There. I mean, it doesn't behoove me in any way to build it. If anything, probably don't want to build that, but yes, I guess I have now. Especially seeing as though I probably wanted to build these first. That would probably have been the smart money. But we don't do smart money around here. Definitely don't. We're getting a capture card in a couple of weeks. Ooh. Hopefully that, hopefully at least something worth getting. Getting my current one was a bit of a pain. It's actually kind of annoying. It's considerably cheaper now than when I paid for it. I think it's I think mine's now $100 cheaper or $50 cheaper than what I paid. But the kind of necessary expenditure, unfortunately. because the old one was getting old. But yeah, the Avia Media 4K Pro, I think it's called. It's the GC573. It's the fully featured one. It's basically equivalent to the Elgato 4K60 Mark II. It's basically that, but infinitely better in every possible and conceivable way. Through traffic goes through. Not that way. That also needs to be there and there and there and there. For me, it's at least for what I'm using it for, it's beyond overkill. But I got it on the assumption that I will connect like a dedicated game PC to it eventually. So next computer upgrade, I'll be turning this PC into a stream only PC, and then the new PC would do the gaming. If I can ever get the parts to actually do one. What the hell did I just build and where did I put it there? i3 finally given up. It's still going right now, but as I mentioned on Discord, it probably is not going to survive another reboot. It's in fact, I think it's even Windows is saying it's got problems. Yeah, 3 messages since system maintenance. Oops, that's now actually doing a system check. Why is it spending so long checking the clock time? That it's just sitting there. So right now there's dialogue saying checking clock time. Attempt to repair disk volume errors. No, please don't do that now. Little line 3 that could. You can do a great deal on a really slow NAS. How's that working out for you? So Crysis got a good deal on some hard drives. For those that don't know, unfortunately it turned out there were shingle drives, which is a bit unfortunate. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It just means it just means that random access is very slow. You had to get parts for your PC from Australia and the UK. Yeah, shingle. So it's you know about SMH or shingle magnetic recording, right? Where you have one magnetic layer, and then you lay the next track. So one track gets laid, and then instead of laying it next to it, what you do is what it does is it lays the next one over the top like shingle. And so to change the one underneath, you got to strip back this one to then change this one, and then put that back down again. And that's where it lies. That's where the problem lies with shingles. Also there we go. I think also that conversation about shingle drives made my thing slightly angry, but it came good again. Olvent, Medley Annex to Shipton. Medley Annex to Olven. Shipton. Oh yeah, it can't find a way back, so I need to give it a path back. Which means something like that. This is why I don't like the road crossing being there. That actually works. Fine. I'll take it. So chipped into you should probably be on 2. Yeah, there we go. So Medley annexed to Malvern. I think Malvern has the same problem. There it goes. Perfect. Yeah, basically something you really don't want on NAS. It's actually interesting that they stuffed those into those drives into what they were, and they're also Seagates too. And Seagate's normally pretty good with that sort of thing, at least compared to Western Digital, historically. Do you have a thingy? No, you don't. Oh, you know what that means? It's time to lay some bus stops. Or that'll do for now. Let's give you a tram depot. Park it there. Some rails on the streets. Let's throw down a line to there, there, to there, to there. I realise why I always do it anti-clockwise, and it's because it gets this bus station on the correct side of the road for the station generally. That seems to be why I do it. I'll make it 3. Line 1. We're seeing some new signs movements go about. The hard drive manufacturers using the wrong hardware in their home line NAS equipment. That would have been Western Digital. They were substituting in shingle drives on their NAS series. Their, what do they call them? The WD Reds, I think they're called. I legitimately can't think what they're called right now. Either way, it's all good. Let's actually get the town growing already. Let's see. Yeah, see it's growing because it's getting public transport. You have public transport already, but that's one thing you don't have. The green... Yeah, it wasn't the green ones, it was the actual NAS ones, the reds. Oh, you should be straight. Possible? I don't know if that is possible. Kind of want to encourage some grid-like streets here. The lack of snapping is kind of Is there a snapping tool? Don't think there is. To get the most out of the town, I would like it to be a proper grid. Oh, it's decided to do that. Okay, I see how it is. Okay, let's build some bus stops. So there. Let's expand this line, this bit of road, clean it up. Like that. Yeah, it was the red. It's me the blue. Yeah, it was the red. It's kind of a silly situation. Put that down about there. Probably going to redo this whole thing again. Possibly? I don't know. Streets. Ooh, we have stuff and junk. Ooh. Le Obensay, European covered horse-drawn wagon. I think, I know who's going to benefit from that. The angry CPU. Change the line. So, 2. 2. To there, goes to there. Goes to there. What's spazzing out? I think the mouse is getting angry. Eh. Settle down, game. I'm gonna need to pause that before things get too broken. 6. 7, 8. That's not right. Okay, tell you what. Just start over. Start over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Got it. That's about 48 hours before the initial sync finishes. Update all read-write speeds. Apparently I do, yeah. Have a lot of angry things going on right now. Alright, that should sort itself out. Eventually. You line, manage vehicles. There's probably a quicker way to do it. I just don't know what it is yet. Okay, you weren't that. Lines. Let's go to the bread line. Very bad. Well, we can improve on it now because we can go from it was one of these things. I don't think I have any of these things. I see, first Steam one. Built by a Frenchman. That's the first one. This is the second one covered. Flatbed. What's the difference, really? Either way. You... You can't move bread. What I take from that. It actually can't move bread. Bad. Bad. Mediocre. Bad. I'll replace them with... If I get better vehicles, I'll replace them with better vehicles. Tools. Replace. Yeah, they can't move spanners either. Capacity 5 versus capacity 4. So there's an inherent increase in efficiency with that. That's got a lot of people waiting. I think it might be time to maybe duplicate a few. It'd be nice to get the big trams going with the big capacities, 20 plus people. How's our train line doing overall? Probably is a little lacking in the frequency department. 128 seconds? No, wrong one. 13 minutes. It's a little slow. I mean, got the express train to do the job as well. That express train will eventually find its way over to there, or seesaw the whole thing across. Either way, now that we've extended this line as far as that, we can... Whoops, that was in and out again. Then that out. That's going to break off. Probably find its way over there. Well, maybe not there. But it'll come across, yeah, somewhere along there. I want to join it up to these towns. Make a nice, cute little railway network out of it. See, over. And that as well. I'm on the wrong side. Minor detail. Fine. Fine, everything's fine. Everything's not fine at all, definitely. That's certainly not helping our cause. Why are you being so difficult? Pro tip, start on this side. Start on that side. Then what I'll do is switch this side. Like that. Then you... There we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. That's a little close. I like giving it... I've learnt the lesson of not giving it a little bit of a bit of gappage there. Gotta have a little bit of gappage. Lines out of the gutter, please. And now you're staying forever. Committed now. You're much for that flow. Tell you what. For an old school. Let's grab you, duplicate you. 2, 5. Just help it along a little bit. Okay, next step. Configurator. Hey, how you doing? No one does honks anymore. Actually, it reminds me, there was a name which had goose in it that followed, like last week. It was funny. There we go, there's the good stuff. That was probably unnecessary what I did just then, but I'm rolling with it. I'm just gonna roll with it. Hey there, Amy, how you doing? I can never quite get the name right. Etheramia. Something like that. No one does honks anymore? I'm gonna have to fix it? Yes, yes you will. Yes you are. You're gonna have to fix it. Alright, where am I gonna park these trains? Dinking, dinking, dinking. You can hear the sound of a disc loading. Just tick, 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 as I'm thinking. The sound you do not hear very often these days. What I want to do is bring it like that. So that one person, I get it, I get it, Kind of bad if you do hear it. I mean, I do have a computer around here somewhere which does have both a 3.5 and a 5.25 drive in it. So it is certainly possible. So your internet has other ideas. Internet still acting up, is it? Not great. Not great at all. You're on much on floppy disks. Dear. There we go. Round like that. Settle down, game. Can you do that? No, you can't. Please insert disk 2 and press enter to continue. Yes. Exactly. Hi, Wakja. How you doing? That's not a steep line at all. Fine. Everything's fine. Well, I have one solution to that. We just change this over to this side. And as I was saying, do inside first, because it always bugs out if you do it the other way around. Farming. This can't go poorly. Not at all. Everything. It will all go fine. Definitely. Totally. Production not possible. I mean, I could try and stop being lazy and actually delete these signals. That would be a good idea. I mean, freight trains doing 70s probably. I'd file that under. That's optimistic. Ooh, a boat and a train that can do 50. I like the sound of that. We'll have to have a peek at those in a tickle. I need a few more signals here because it's going to be a little bit busier. I say a little bit busier, it's really going to be that much more busy. After this 25 going in next. Sure there will be farming. Don't set the discs in the wrong order. I mean, the thing just complains. It's not like some like Office which deliberately has a bad, definitely has a deliberately faulty disk 17 out of 25. Prussian Railway, which is basically German. Prussia is Germany now. Let's grab you. Moving tools. Alright, 43, 50, 58, cool. You are going on that. Going on the spanner line. Prussia, well, Prussia doesn't exist anymore. It was between, what was it? It was between, I can't think of what it is. It was to there's Poland, like Russia, Poland, Prussia. Put it that way. Excuse me, sir. Sir? Oh, I did actually pick up a spanner. I built this huge train just to carry a single spanner. Fantastic. The reason it's carrying a single spanner, however, is complicated and varied, and it centers mostly around the fact that I need a truck stop to bring it over to where the spanner factories are. Spanner consumers. See, these are all spanner consuming factories, spanner shops, presumably. I mean, that gets me halfway there, and then I need a truck station. It's very likely I'll probably be bringing bricks in as well. Here, I'm a spanner. Insert witty retorts in the form of your mum's a spanner, your face is a spanner, something like that. Ooh, what's that? I think that's the steam-powered tram. Pass for months, can't watch. I mean, do you really want to watch JD in anything more than 160? I mean, do you want to watch? I mean, not to toot my own horn. Do you want to be watching JD, or do you want to be here, like where all the cool kids hang out? He follows you around. Yeah, he does that. He may actually be a stalker. Oh, that's... Yeah, that is the steam-powered tram. It's basically like a little loco in a wagon. That's like the not quite tram. Panatane, look, if we do it this way, then the look is an Aussieism. So that expression is actually a. We're just ragging on him for being low res. I was doing a thing and I've forgotten what it was. What was I doing? I was building a vehicle factory. Because, you know, you gotta have a truck hole and a tram hole. Like that. And then I need... Bam. On the line that I didn't do. Where is it? There. Right. Road vehicles. You need to get onto that. I'd better name that. Spanners Leyburn. Spanners to Leyburn. I should say Spanners Leyburn Distro or something. Yeah. I know. Just poking fun because he ain't here. How are our lines doing also? So our Spanners Leyburn, of course, isn't achieving much at the minute. Call it distro. Yeah, poke away, he deserves it. Very good. What are you looking like? Sort of busy. You passenger vehicles. We have this now, so we can do 50. Would be an Aussie stream without ragging on someone from New South Wales. I mean, that's the way it is. Just being mean to JD because he follows you around every time. I mean, again, that comes back to the whole you got to be mean to someone from New South Wales. It's probably Veldek's fault. I mean, Veldek's not here to defend himself, so might as well blame Veldek. Where is Veldek, also, on an unrelated note? That train can take a fair chunk of wagons. God damn it. So how much can you handle? No, not train. You 54 out of 128. There's a lot of wagons on this thing. Oh, stop now. Ah, I see why you were stopped. I completely forgot about this whole signalling situation. Okay. That may have been a little close. Why did you just curl up in a ball? You mind? Seriously, why did you just go down that track? You don't go down that track. Why the rest of Australia hates Melbourne and Sydney? It's just it's a thing. Stuff and junk. It's sort of like why everyone says they hate Nickelback. It's a dumb thing people say. doesn't really have any consequence. There we go. I mean, it would also help if I put signals down like way along here. Better cities. I mean, there is that going for it. Oh my god, the bloody ringtone. Bloody ringtone. Yes, he has Nickelback on his ringtone. I mean, I had a gas, the gas charge up sound as a text message sound for a while. I mean, I'm probably not much better. This train's probably going to benefit from being longer. 43, getting up some speed. I mean, the more the train can hold, the more money it makes me. So I'm invested in having the train carry more. Fully stonked. You're not much good to me. Because nobody has Crazy Frog. As long as nobody has Crazy Frog anymore. Because a lot of people had that as a ringtone for a long time. You have another Prussian. You have Crazy Frog. You know what? I have concerns about your overall mental state. Thanks for making a tutorial on the transport grids. Makes sense now. Transport grid? Was that what I did before? I'm completely... See, I'm half asleep at the minute, so I don't know what I'm doing half the time. How much capacity were you? But anyway, glad it had cleared things up. I meant to look at that and I didn't look at that. Going back today. Older video on how to make a city bus lane. Oh, was that in one of the VODs? I don't remember doing... I actually remember doing it. That's terrible. Oh dear. I probably should do some tutorial stuff for this at some point. Every 2 grids. Oh yeah, that was yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah, that was just something I sort of came up with on the not on the spot. It's something I've done before. That's an old thing I did. That's an old. I came up with it. I don't know if I can even. I don't know if I can legitimately say that I came up with it. I at least concluded that it was a good idea with OpenTDD back in the day. You know what? I forgot again. What are you? 128. Okay. Can we make a note? Is 128 passengers? Because I will forget again. Right. So what were you? You kind of terrible. Right. Let's grab you. I mean, I'm probably going to use this one here, which means it's completely thrown off anyway. Because train holds more, therefore train holds more. So it's 121 now, apparently. Sure. Clonk. 128 victims. Saint knows where it's at. It looks like I'm hitting the distance limit anyway for the trains. I could actually do both at the same time, mind you, instead of being a dum-dum. I swear I know how to play this game. Oh dear. 1 to the 8 consumers. Yes. Yes, that's it exactly. Right, how are our lines doing? Spanner's distro's not making money. The Express is sinking money like nothing else. Spanners is not doing me any good. This thing, wow. The passenger lines are really doing a number. And the express train probably could be improved upon. Like that. Make it more of an express than it already is. Alright, you, my spanner train. Near passenger lines, then cargo. Passenger seems to be, or at least early cargo seems to help. I mean, passengers, like early cargo has, or you know, vehicle-based cargo has a good early start. Like the grain that I did over here, which is still doing poorly. Seemed to benefit from being first, and then you know it gives a bit of time to build, at least a town build up, and then you can do some passengers, and then they can start spinning up. Build up the town for a little bit after that, and then start connecting trains to them. Want to be a figurative bread and butter or actual bread and butter? I mean, because those, I don't know if butter is transportable goods, but bread certainly is. Spanners is still in the hole. Did I saturate that? I don't know. Yeah, I seems, I always felt like passengers was more of a later on sort of thing. Not so much a early game thing. Let's get rid of you. Yes. I'm try and keep it. No assholes. Drop an FLO too. Thank you very much for that. Quality name. Yeah, these are fully maxed out. 100%. I can tolerate having one boat wait with the next slot coming in. Alright, how are we looking over here? Not great. They were old. I saw it and I couldn't unsee it. I saw it. I saw the capital A. I was like, I just couldn't unsee it, unfortunately. Oh dear. As you'll get to know, I'm terrible. I'm actually terrible. That's gonna generally. I probably should pause that. That's gonna lead to what we in the business call a bad time. The reason I'm doing this is so I can bring track around behind. We don't get entirely enough honk threes these days as well. Even if it's supposed to be all about the koalas, we've got a surprising amount of goose going on. I mean, hink, you just can't live without. That's sacrilege to be without hink. Might get a honk for one day. I'll shock everyone with it being like a screaming koala or something. Actually, no. The reason I'm doing this is I wanted to give this a bit of a queue line. Collision? How dare you collide? So trains can queue up without getting in each other's way. Make it a full merry-go-round type dealio. So you go to there. And then that comes up to there. Like so. And this swings around. Probably about here, joins up. Yeah. Something like that. Perfect. Dare you collide. I know, right? Bad game. No colliding for you. It's like a City Skylines thing, turning all off collisions. There we go, just blow all that up. As you do. Whoops. Pull up a little bit too much stuff. And push down into there. Once again, building high-speed stuff, which is probably never going to get used, utilized at high speeds. There we go. Perfect. Now, is the microfilm, I mean the train. Or a passenger train. Another new vehicle. Ooh, we have an actual tram. Something that approximates a modern day tram. Tram. How many more times can I say tram? You're a sandwich train. Ah, there you are. Oh, she blows. Gonna duplicate you. Alright, let's have a look at... What was I looking at? Stuff and things. And things and stuff. I've actually put a huge drain on that now. I'm only supplying the one at the minute too. So there's a lot more room to do stuff for activities. Ding 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 ding. Grow this thing even more. Let's swing over here. How are you doing generally? So these are all bad, okay. That means we can replace them with this thing. This thing carries basically double, so I might need to delete some vehicles. Oh. That's also an issue. Yes. We need electric jig. Actually, is there a... Like do... No. Cannot. I was hoping you could find all of them and just auto kajigga the whole lot at once. That would be amazing. Sadly, such a feature doesn't happen in this game. Probably a good thing too, because it'd probably be incredibly laggy. Oops. You don't need... I'm never getting rid of them now, am I? Was that Age of Empires sound when I selected that? It may have been. Actually interesting, there's quite a few of those sort of sounds noticed have been recycled lately. This game does recycle quite a few sounds, hang on. Pig farm, or a cattle farm, I don't think there is on this. There's like an old Warcraft 2 sound in this. And it's the pig farm sound. So no, get rid of that tram track. Yeah, don't want the damn tram track. Oops. I changed it. Changed it to I changed it to dirt road. Oh dear. Ah, balls. Dear. It's not the future they asked for, but it's the future they're getting. Oh dear. Yeah. Imagine that happening IRL. That would be quite a sight. Alright, now can I do that? Yes. Kind of unnecessary given the amount of people moving or being moved around. But oh well. Ooh, more stuff. The heck is that? I think that's at some point I should get a road or a cargo tram. Oh, the first diesel truck. Carries only 5. Carries the same. In theory, it should be cheaper as well. I'm pretty sure it isn't. When I started in 1850. Up to now 1890. I had it running on 1/4 speed for quite a while though. Just heads up. Yeah, I started from the very beginning. What are we at now? We're running on 2x speed just to tech up now. Oh, I stonked on spanners. It might actually be almost... Yeah, I think I'm actually moving everything now. It's producing. This thing is... no. Fine. Some by 1880 in European vehicles? Nice! I think 1880 overall is a better start time in this. It's definitely 19th century overall. Another thingy. Speaking of... Whoops, I don't want to configure you. I want to manage the line vehicles. These probably can be updated a little bit. With regular passenger and cargo service. What are you? 22. You're a tanker as well. You're passenger. Cargo. Cargo. All kinds of crap. I think the Wilhelm one is what I got. Oh yeah, they do flip around. It was mainly to stop them getting in each other's way. How much does it carry? 100. There it is. So it goes from 70 to 100. I'm gonna knock one off. There. So I don't think I need that many anymore. This one's probably fine as it is. There. And you're picking up logs? You aren't picking up logs. Perfect. See you filling up on logs? Oh, we can't see it. It's like a more contemporary of the time ship boat, train boat. Because everything in this game is trains. Yeah, so what I was doing here was because I've got the supply. So the thing you really want to do in these games is make sure the things that your trains supplying the factory and the trains that are pulling goods away don't interfere with each other, and that's why I did it this way. Like, I did have a reversing junction here originally. Pens. What's that? Nearly said pancakes nuts. How you doing? You know what? I'm gonna roll with it. Pancake nuts. How you doing? It's pancake nuts now. Yeah, so there's plenty of room for the spanner trains to line up here and not block the lumber trains. Oh dear. Oh, we're actually fully stonked. Can I actually improve on these trains? Pancake nuts. Maybe it is pancakes. Right, how can we improve on you? This thing is up to 60. We're still on the crappy wagons though. Yay for pancakes? Delicious, delicious pancakes. I have to put another train on this, seriously? I might. If I can click the train. Vehicle. You know what, I'm gonna give you that. Do you actually have more power? I think I'm on a Borsig at the minute. When are you? You're not a Borsig. 66, 90, 200, 450. Yeah, it's just better. It's a better train. 1.6. It's an expensiver train though. Give it that. Replace. Oh, you don't carry as much now. Bad train. Alright. Heed his punishment. Will you take my punishment or will you not? Same again. Yeah, it is shedding stuff. You know what? I have a better idea. Let's pause it for a tickle. Configure 1, 2, trail, duo. That definitely was counting correctly. Swear. Duo definitely comes after trio. How does it? What is it? It's uno, dono, uno, duo, trio. Uno, duo, trio, quattro, cinco, seis. There it is. I had to think about that one for a little bit. Okay, all these trains seem to have compressed down in onto themselves. Okay. Jedi are weak. They are. Funny enough, Jedi are weak, technically, because they don't utilize the Force as much as the Sith do. Also, I'm kind of sad that no one got that. I'm slightly disappointed that no one said anything about what I said yet. I'm concerned. Or at least I may have, but I may have missed it. Yeah, that's definitely a Hink moment. There you go. Lavish the appreciation that I deserve. Oh dear. You. Oh, you are a Borsig. And you're going to be a Prussian. There we go. Now you're a long boy. I hope that was actually right. It's poor train. It's pulling so many wagons. It's almost like something Colonel Will would do. Oh my god, he packs some wagons onto trains. It's like, can you keep strapping wagons to the train? Yeah, just keep them coming, keep them coming. How many more? Yep, it's the train slowing down. No, keep it coming, keep them coming. Oh dear. It's optimistic for one of these steam engines, I will admit. I mean, it's still hilarious. Four 32.4. That's a big one. Does actually fit? Yes. No overhang. I wanna understand what the hell is crapping on about in a tickle. 20 up to 32, okay. So configure your later 31, 38, 45. Boop. Boop. Trains that go through here at 1 p.m. when the shipping containers. Oh damn! There are big uns. Ooh, that got close to fully stonking. I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to make more money for me, which is always a plus. Just makes one sick. The train line where train so big it covers the whole track. It's coming. Did you ever do that with your Lego trains? It's the kind of thing they did do. Because if you haven't, I can tell you now, you're in for a big disappointment. Because there's always this one magnetic coupler that's a little bit weaker than the others and just won't hold on. Just always lets go. Oh, I'm losing spanners. That's not good. I mean, I could just add more loading space. Line, I could do that as well. Never had Lego trains? Yeah, that's unfortunate. You guys missed out. That's actually something I wouldn't mind doing a bit of the all Lego. It is a good or just more trucks. I mean, I could do that too. It really is. I'm really just stalling on adding more trucks and also converting these to diesel. 32 versus 39. I have questions. Or yeah, just duplicate. Holy crap! There's actually 46 there. 49 seconds. Chrome Dev groups will be any good on desktop? Charging us on Android. That'd be a pretty cool stream, wouldn't it? I wonder if you can... If I can actually do it, though. You know, just set up some Lego trains and you could just... how do you make it interesting, though? Like, you could set up a layout, maybe you'd sort of have to build a whole city or something. But you need a lot of space. I wonder if you get a wireless camera mounted to a train, too. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? You can watch the train going around from the train perspective. Yeah, using GoPro. I'm more thinking of it from a content perspective. The whole, like, overall as a package, as a content package. It's go to YouTube. It's been done. That doesn't surprise me. I mean, I know you can pack a camera into a Lego train. I've done it before. I did it before GoPros were a thing. I actually did it with a like a first gen, not a first gen, but a really early digital camera from like the early 2000s. Crap, I'm drawing a blank on the command. Exclamation mark points. There it is. Into tunnels and through pools. Oh, I've seen that, dude. I've seen that dude's layout. That's a lot of money right there. Traffic. Where's traffic bad? I don't see any bad traffic. So I don't know what the game's crapping on about. What makes you grow? More bread, probably. Well, Joey, let me, that's just the rank. Let's have a look. There's different ranks depending on how much you have. I don't remember where to set it up. There it is. Let's see. Sort by requirement. So 0 to 20,000 is Koala Joey. 20,000 to 40,000 is Baby Koala. 40,000 to 60,000 is Koala. 60,000 to 100,000 is Drop Bear. And then 100,000 above is Compulsive Gambler. Ooh, 7 new vehicles. We got lots of stonks. And then if you get up to 20 million, then you're a super duper Drop Bear. If you're a moderator, you're a cheating mod. There you go. That's all the ranks. Is that boat called a Vandal? Express. Goals. Edit you up a little bit. Actually, let's check the lines too. The Express is not doing good. Passenger train, however, is doing some work. It's doing some good stuff. Yeah, so if you have over 100,000, you're a compulsive gambler. Might actually add another one, which is compulsive lurker. Now, you express, manage vehicles. What are you? 100. 100. Right there. And right there. That might help things a little bit. Bell Tommy with the lurk. As always. Are you it? No. The Express would probably help. There it is. Probably help the Express train if it had more of them, admittedly. Another vehicle. Ooh, another tram. Let's slow the date speed down a little bit. Let's cool its jets. I might even drop it by a half. A half seems to be... I find half a good speed. Look at this train go. Go. Flying. I mean, it's probably doing 100, so it's not surprising that it's flying. Let me click on it. There you go. Yeah, it's doing 100. Meow. And train overhangs slightly because it was slightly longer than 160, and because I left the gap, it's not an issue. I should actually also tweak the line a little bit. Not the station, the line. And perhaps bring it all the way out to here. I guess you could say finally. And then back to there. Yeah, I'm through. It is the literal coming through train. It's gonna get stuck behind this slow train. There we go. Oh, that smoke making the game chug down to 40. Compulsive Lurkins like the sound of it. That offset sound. Coming through. Oh, you jerk. What a jerk. Just cuts in front. See the driver's just like, ah. Very rude. Maybe we'll cut in front of the next one. Or maybe I should probably put the signals a bit closer together so it is actually possible. I don't know. Let's see how we go. That means I might need to tweak the signals a little bit. Yeah, it's already allocated the path. I need to put more signals down, I think. Stop that silliness. About there. Choo-choo, I'm a train. Oh yeah, fantastic brakes. Stop on a dime, that thing can. Four-lane track. That is also an option. Realistically, I probably shouldn't have to. Just yet. It's not quite at the point where it really has a need for four-lane. I'm going for the sort of semi-realistic railway line look right now. I say semi-realistic because it's not truly realistic. Alright, what are you doing? Or pulling in. The 3 tracks because it's a it's going to be a through station eventually. Station is overloaded. I think I know which station that is, and it probably has grain there. Passing day. Yeah, I could do that too. It might be in all seriousness, the wood might actually be overloaded too. That's those fabulous brakes again. just barely gets there in time. Oh dear. I don't know why I put that signal there. It's kinda not necessary. Did I give myself and my mods? I don't remember. I think it's too far behind, realistically. Yeah, I need another layer of signals, because this one's already on the move again. Oh, actually. Yeah. I think... No, you didn't actually have a signal. Oh. It's on me. Yeah, it's these long gaps that are not helping it too. I think I can afford the maintenance upkeep on a few more signals. Just putting it out there. I could actually... Please, game? Please? There you go. I could actually 4-track this section here, because I'm getting quite a few trains on there now. Also, I just noticed it's 10:18. I've actually blown past my stopping time. You know we're going well if we blow past the stop time without realizing. This has been a good run. That's the wrong way round. I mean, you notice that I'm not actually stopping still. Oh dear. That's the track. We don't want to remove the track. You very much do not want to remove the track. Fortunately, this game isn't janky like some games. I would throw a fit if you did that. It's also part of the show. Yeah, there's a bit of that angle too. Angled angle. Now one last... Oops, that's manage line. I want to manage vehicles. Play certificate with you. I won't do the big ones just because there's not that many people waiting to really justify. While I think of it, how are you looking? Almost fully backed up. I could probably get rid of some of them. We're up to level 3. Damn. Yeah, excellent. It's not overloaded anymore. I mean, this thing's fully backed with wood. To the point where I'm probably deleting wood. Yes, this thing's going as hard as it can now. Overloaded. Which station was actually overloaded? This list actually... Oh no, that's industry. Station. There it is. Alright, what is the most cargo? You. Okay. Sting the, I mean, it's sort of freaking out at the minute. That one's fully backed. I mean, of course it is. It's the bread thing. Anyway, that is. I think that'll do it for today. Back to school. That's a good time because I'm going to end right now by pushing the stop button on the record.